and just like dig out. Oh geez, this is not good. Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we get started today, I just want to let you guys know a bit of news. We're doing a pop-up for Los Angeles on the 26th of March. That's next Saturday, a week from today, if you're seeing this on the day it comes out. Feel free to come by, say hi, check out some plants. We'll be over off Santa Monica Boulevard if you're in Southern California area. Now today's video is going to be about rehabbing a root-rotted Monstera Variegata. I have an Albo here that has a pretty severe case of stem rot as well as root rot. There's a little bit of promise because I do have a blonde root there, but overall this is going to be a challenging one. I figured I would just show you guys the process of what I do step by step to stop this root rot in its tracks. So the first thing I do is identify exactly where it is. I do that by pressing on the area. If it feels dense, like it's solid, then I know it's a good area. But if it has any sort of mush like that and comes off, then you know we have a troubled section. So I'm gonna go up the stem of this root here and I'm gonna find until it gets a bit solid, and then I'm gonna cut. And what I'm looking for is for that root tip on the inside of it to be all white and not have, or yellowish, and not have any black core through it. But the real problem on this plant is all this stem rot. And again, I can feel it and it's a bit mushy, and this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough one. This happened because I buried the plant too deep in leca, and I've got a bunch of plants here and I was busy in the last week doing taxes and whatnot. So this guy got a bit stem rotted. I have a razor blade. It's a little X-Acto knife actually. I'm gonna get into the stem and just like dig out. So I found there's like a bit of a cavity inside of here that has a bunch of rot in it. So this whole chunk of an area needs to be taken out. So I'm gonna like scoop out the rot, kind of like scooping out the guts of a pumpkin, but I'm scooping out all this rot. I'm trying to take as little of the stem out as possible, because obviously if this part of the leaf stem disconnects from the root, we're gonna have an issue. But this is some of the worst stem rot I've ever seen actually. So you can see at least at the top side of this cavity of the stem, it's starting to get cleaned out. I'm getting the black parts out. And now I'm gonna work my way down into the middle of the stem. Okay, so now I have most of the stem rot taken out here. It's not perfect, but a lot of it is out. I'm gonna add back some hydrogen peroxide. This is just 3% as usual. And as expected, a lot of fizzing in there. This is like a serious open wound. But now I'm gonna get a toothbrush. I got this for the 99-cent store, and a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and just simply scrub out the wound. We're just trying to get the infection out of the plant. After some brushing, it is looking a lot better in the wound. And just to verify the stem is okay here, I'm going to just scrape away some of the black area. And sure enough, it's superficial right around the node. So I know it's not going deep into the stem and is gonna become a problem. I just added one more layer of hydrogen peroxide to be sure on this guy. Again, we still have some hope because I have a root here and then a small root here, and this one has been severed off. You can see the start of a root coming here also. But the stem rot primarily was the issue here, but that is how you treat stem and root rot. I'm gonna now let this guy sit out for maybe an hour. I made sure to not get hydrogen peroxide on the good root tip here, or on the leaf. It won't become too much of an issue, but it can kill back plant tissue. The key is we want to have it kill back the pythium and rot that is eating into, maybe some fungi even, eating into this stem. So we've stopped that hopefully, and I'll leave this guy up for an hour and then plant it back in leca on a typical once-a-day watering schedule. So that is the rehab clinic on how to treat a root-rotted Monstera Variegata. Thanks you guys so much for watching this week's video. If you did enjoy the video and or learn something new, please click the thumbs up down below. And if you want to come back every week for a new houseplant video, click subscribe and we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks for watching.